श्याम श्याम की
अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
रसीले रस भरे अखियाँ हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
रसीले रस भरी अखियाँ हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
चमेली हरियाणा बातें सुधर सूरत मधुर बतिया।
छबीली है आधा बाकी सुघर सूरत मधुर बतिया।
लत गगन धरती मन बसिया हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
लतक कर दन की मन बसिया हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
अनुपम माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
चंद्रिका माथे अधर पर पान की लाई।
मुकुट और चंद्रिका माथे गगन पर पान की लाली।
अहो कैसी चली हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
अहो कैसी भरी छवि है हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
अनुपम माधुरी जोड़ी
अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
परस पर मिलके जब बिहारी श्री वृंदावन की कुंजन में।
परस पर मिलके जब बिहरे श्री वृंदावन की कुंजन में।
नहीं बरनत बने शोभा हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
नहीं बरनत बने शोभा हमारे श्याम श्यामा की। अनुपमा माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
नहीं कुछ लाल साधन नहीं मान की इच्छा।
नहीं कुछ लाल साधन की नहीं मान की इच्छा।
सखी श्यामा तेरे दर्शन गया हो श्याम श्याम की।
सखी श्यामा को दे दर्शन दया हो श्याम श्यामा की।
अनुपम माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्याम की। अनुपम
माधुरी जोड़ी हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
रसीले रस भरी अखियाँ हमारे श्याम श्याम की।
रसीली रस भरी अखियाँ हमारे श्याम श्यामा की।
कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे
कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे
मनमानसमधुकर अर्पय निजपद पङ्कजमकरन्दे
मनमानसमधुकर अर्पय निजपद पङ्कजमकरन्दे
कृष्णदेव यद्यपि सर्वेषु विधिरपि पाठतु नातव न खगमरीति
यद्यपि समाधिषु विधिरपि पासते
आयरं विधामि विषम्यतवाजुतं तदपि विपादभूतवेति कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे यद्यपि माधव नागै मम तिरमार्गे परमेश्वरता तदपि तवाधिक दुर्घट घट नमिधासि परमेश्वरता तदपि तवाधिक दुर्घट नमिधासि कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे अयमविदोलराजसनातन कालितबुद्धरसधारा वृंदन मधुरिमसारा निवास वृंदन मधुरिमसारा कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे मानसमधुकरयरपयनिजपद पङ्कजमकरन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्णदेव भवन्तं वन्दे कृष्ण हे कृष्ण हे कृष्ण हे कृष्ण हे
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. I told him to tell Vijay to start Hari Katha, and he gave wrong information. Stupid. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanशलाकया Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadankitam. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Vishve Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radhakant Namostute. Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Bhaktya Vihinaya Parad Lakshe Shiptasya Kamaditarangu Madhe Kripamaitam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam. Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama राम राम हरे हरे। निखिल श्रुति मौलि रतमाला दूते नेरादित पाद पंकजंतो अयि मुक्त कुलयुपस्मानं हरितस्तं हरिनाम संशयामि। So we were hearing beautiful description of the swing pastimes of Radha and Krishna. We're going to put Shri Radha Krishna on the swing in the evening session, and in continuation of our Harikatha glorifying Shri Rupa Goswami, let us hear something more. वृंदावन रास केली वार्तम कालीन लुप्ता निज शक्ति युक्त संचार रूपनो व्यात्न पुनः प्रभु एव प्रयाग एव लोक शिष्टिम। वृंदावन रास केली वार्तम, रास केली वार्तम means topics of pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Vrindavanam Ras Keli Vartam. Varta means topics. These topics of Shri Radha and Krishna were lost when Krishna, at the end of Dwapar Yuga, he unfolded his pastime here, and he departed to his abode Golok Vrindavan. His pastimes were, and the topics were also totally lost. Kale Lupta Nij Shakti Ukta, because of the influence of time. Now, there are three categories of pastime. One is Prakat Leela, manifest pastime. The other is Aprakat Leela, unmanifest pastime. And the third one is Drishyaman, Vrindavan. So just like when Krishna came 5,000 some years back and manifesting his pastimes here, these pastimes are called Prakat Leela, manifest pastime, where he came with his all abode, with his all associates. But then there is another pastime which is called Aprakat Leela, which is happening in Golok Vrindavan. It has not manifested here. But right now when we go Vrindavan, we see everything is ruined. What is this Vrindavan? When Krishna is with associates, is manifest pastime. When it's not, in pastime is in Golok Vrindavan, is unmanifest pastime. But what we go see Vrindavan now is called Drishyaman Vrindavan, which we see with our eyes, and we are not able to understand. Actually, inconceivable. How come 100 million gopis of Krishna dancing in this small little area, 100 million? I think more than population of Europe. These many gopis in just small area of Vrindavan, inconceivable. Drishyaman Vrindavan. So even though there is, what is difference between Prakat Leela and Aprakat Leela? The manifest pastime and the unmanifest pastime. No difference. Sanatana Goswami Pad in Brihad Bhagavatam is saying it's just the difference of Golok Vrindavan is there and material world is here. Only this difference. No difference. But the topics of Sri Radha Krishna, Ras Teli Vartam, was lost because the influence of time. कालीन लुप्ता निज शक्ति युक्ता संचार्य रूपनो व्यात्नत पुनः सहा. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he infused his potency in Shri Rupa Goswami so that he can describe these pastimes of Radha Krishna. Now, what is the meaning of this infusion of potency? Who is Rupa Goswami? Rupa Manjari, right? But who is more compassionate? There's a wonderful statement brought up by Srila Gurudev when they used to be Rupa Goswami conference in Vrindavan. So many scholars used to come there and describe the glories and the poetry of Sri Rupa Goswami, as we were hearing yesterday, Vijay was telling. Gurudev used to give it the last, one little essence for 10 minutes, and that's enough for 3-4 hour session. And even Pandits, those scholars get surprised to hear this. Srila Gurudev used to say, Rupa Manjari is present in Rupa Goswami, but Rupa Goswami is not present in Rupa Manjari. What is this? So confusing. Same personality, right? Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari, but Rupa Manjari is present in Rupa Goswami, but Rupa Goswami is not present in Rupa Manjari. है ना, चक्कर आ गया. In other words, Rupa Manjari is too busy in serving Radha Krishna, Shri Radha Govinda, too busy. All time, Kim karo mein hum, Kim karo mein hum, Kim karo mein hum. What shall I do? What shall I do? What more to do? Always very excited to arrange all those pastimes for Radha and Krishna. This mood of Kim karo mein hum is Kinkari Bhav. Kinkari Bhav means the maid servant mood. In this material world, no one wants to become maid servant. Everyone wants to become queen. But there's only one queen. Who's that queen? Radha Rani. And everyone wants to become her maid servant. There's the highest and the topmost designation to become the maid servant of Radha Rani. Brajeshwari Brajadipe Shiradike Namostute. She is the queen of Vrindavan, the queen of Brajmandal. Everyone wants to become her maid servant. That's the beauty. क्या बोला इससे पहले? Rupa Manjari is maid servant, the prominent maid servant of Radharani. If anyone asks you, oh sir, which lineage you are following, which sampradaya? Oh, Gaudiya Vaishnava. And what's the goal of that? Oh, we want to become maid servant. What? I don't want to become Gaudiya Vaishnava. Maid servant? I want to become what? Brahm. I want to become Bhagwan. I myself want to become Brahm. Therefore, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Prakashananda Saraswati, he said, Aham Brahmasmi. And how Mahaprabhu, he replied, Daswasmi. Anyone who says Daswasmi means I am your servant, understand, he is Vaishnava Sampradaya. And Brahmasmi means totally fake. I want to become Brahm. I want to get merged in Brahm. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said Daswasmi. This mood of Das, Anudas, that's the prominent in our Sampradaya. Gopi Bharatu Padakamalayo, Das, Das, Anu, Das. Servant of the servant of the servant. That's the Gaudiya Vaishnava mood. Shri Rupa Manjari, too busy, the prominent maid servant and all other Manjaris under the guidance of Shri Rupa Manjari, serving divine couple Shri Shri Radha Krishna. She has no time for us. She has no time for us to take care of us. How are we going to get Braj Bhakti? How are we going to get the service of Radharani? No, she has no time. Very busy. Just like, is Krishna very compassionate? No. What is the mantra of Krishna? Hey Krishna, the ocean of mercy. And the Mataji saying, is not compassionate? Every day chanting, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. What is Karuna Sindhu means? The ocean of mercy. You understand ocean means? Not one bucket. One cannot understand the length and breadth and the depth of the ocean. Is that Karuna Sindhu? And Shri Rupa Goswami Pad describing the generous nature of Shri Krishna, he mentioned in the beautiful verse, संत कौन सा बुक? लघु भागवतमृतम. संत अवतार बहुआ पंकज नामस्य सर्वत्र भद्रा कृष्ण वदन्याय कोवालतोसी प्रेमदो भवति. Who can be more merciful and generous than Krishna? Who is giving prema even to creepers? Imagine, prema to creepers. He is so generous. And Radharani, she is Karuna Karunamayi, Karuna Bharite. Full of Karuna, full of compassion. But that Karuna, both are merciful, no doubt. But for us, conditioned soul, immaterial world, what is the significance of them? They are too busy in having swing pastime. They are too busy having Rasa Leela. They are too busy in the pastime. How they are looking out and why they are looking for us? No time. But when both Karuna merge together, understand? When Rasaraj Shri Krishna and Madanakhya Mahabhav Sarupani Radha Thakurani, when they both merge together, they become Sachinandan Gaurhari. And what he is doing? He is relishing Ras Keli Varta. He is relishing the pastime of Radha Krishna, but is also giving to us. Is Krishna giving? No. He is so calculative. How many of you heard of King Mujkunda? King Mujkunda? Only? I think I have to lower down the level. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the description of King Muchkunda, I don't want to elaborate on that, but he opened his eyes and he turned Kal Nemi to ashes. Know the story? I mean,
Gurudev has the Gurudev last time he spoke.
Maharaj told? Are you not hearing Maharaj told? That's why if you really want to learn some Hari Katha, always have a notebook and a pen. Otherwise, hearing you can't learn. Can't learn. Because we are not Shrutidhar. Shrutidhar means hearing and remembering. We need to write down. When we write, then it becomes easy to remember. It's just few days back you heard the story. Muchkund Maharaj, okay, again, here again now. I wanted to describe something else, but these are the foundation to describe what I wanted to say. But if foundation is not clear, then nothing more can be said. Okay. When Krishna was in Mathura, he killed Kamsa. And Jarasandh attacking on Mathura. 16 times Jarasandh, he collected his demonic friends, collecting the demonic army and attacked on Mathura. And Krishna, he killed all his friends, demons, but is not killing Jarasandh. 16 times. And Baldev Prabhu asked Krishna, what are you doing? He's again and again troubling us. Why don't you kill him? And Krishna said, Balaram Prabhu, oh brother, we are here to kill all the demons and we don't know where the demons are hiding. So I'm using the policy work from home. That means I'm sparing Jarasandh and he go and he collect all the demons in our Mathura, in our vicinity, in our closeness. And I'm killing them and sparing him. Again he go and collect, he bring everyone here. So it's called work from home. We don't have to go anywhere else. But then Jarasandh, very clever, he brought with him this time Kal Yavan, who had the boon that no Yadav can kill him. Anyone in the dynasty of Yadavs cannot kill him. And Krishna is in the dynasty of? Now Krishna is in problem. Now Krishna is in trouble. Seeing Kal Yavan in front of him, he cannot fight with him because he can't kill him. And he respects all the boons. So what he did? He showed his back. And he ran away from battlefield. And therefore his name became Ran Chor. Ran means battlefield and Chor means one who showed his back. Any Kshatriya, if he leaves the battlefield like this, is known by the name very coward. And this is almost his death. This is equal to his death. But whatever Krishna does is all glories. If he steal, then Makanchor Bhagwan. If he steal the clothes of the gopis, again he is glorified. If he is troubling, then again he is glorified. And when showing his back in the battlefield, Ran Chhod Bhagwan ki. And he came to cave where a king Muchkund Maharaj was sleeping. Okay, demigods, they were in battle with asuras, demons, and they were getting defeated. So demigods, they seek protection from King Muchkunda, the king from the planet. Imagine how powerful is the king, that demigods asking his help. And Muchkunda helped demigods and he won the battle. He said, demigods, okay, I help you, now you won the battle. And the demigod said, so how can we serve you? What can we give you? I don't want anything. No, anything please. You did so much for us. Okay, give me mukti, liberation. And demigods start looking at each other. What? Can you? Can you? Can you? No one can give mukti. Can any demigods can give mukti? How many of you want mukti? Liberation? Only one. Retreat is successful. At least one need mukti. No one else? Why not? Nalini? Why we don't mukti? Because mukti is not our goal. Is that right? Chandyanidhi? Answer.
Depends what we define as mukti in our life. Because if we define mukti as merging into Brahma, that's not the mukti that we're trying to achieve. But we're trying to achieve the mukti which gives us, allows us to serve under the guidance of the Mandalis, the divine couple. That is what is in our line defined as mukti.
What is the verse? Speak like this. Mike. हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? Anyway, on your behalf. Muktir hitva अन्यथा स्वस्वरूपिना avasthiti. To get established in one's spiritual form, favorable to serve Radha and Krishna is mukti. So we all have to get mukti. There's explanation in Bhagavatam first canto. Mukti ritva anyatha swaswarupin avasthiti. So Muchkund Maharaj asked for mukti and demigod said, we cannot give you. They say, okay, then you all go. No, it doesn't look nice. You did so much for us. We have to do something for you. Okay, then he said, if you can't give mukti, then give something similar to mukti. And similar to mukti is sushupti. If you want to understand, very easy. If you want to understand what is mukti, then compare this to deep sleep. When you are in deep sleep, can you enjoy that sleep? When you are in deep sleep, you can't enjoy your sleep. Only when you wake up in the morning, then you feel, then you enjoy. When you are in deep sleep, everything is sleeping. Your mind, subconscious mind, everything. But when you wake up in the morning, then one feels, so nice. I slept so good. That means in a conscious state, only in a conscious state one can drive pleasure. In unconscious state, no. This is mukti. Losing one's consciousness, losing one's identity is mukti. Anyway, my topic will be different otherwise. So Muchkund Maharaj said, okay, give me deep sleep. Demigod said, yes, we can give this. He said, no one should disturb me. If anyone disturb me, I mean, if I open my eyes and if I look on someone, the person should turn to ashes. Mujkund Maharaj was sleeping. There are many good sleepers. Sleepers. They go 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. Have you ever seen someone sleeping 30 hours? Yes. There was a boy in my center. He's the only one who got wonderful Mahaprasad from me. You understand Mahaprasad? This Mahaprasad. He took lunch, prasad, and everyone goes sleep. And we had evening arti, we had night prasadam, we had mangal arti. Then again next day, lunch over, and in the night, evening arti over, next day. It's almost like 28 hours. And I'm looking for him, where is he? The devotee said, Maharaj is sleeping. I said, sleeping? Is he okay? He said, yes. But he's sleeping since yesterday, after lunch. Then I got worried if he's alive or what. I went to his room and he was snoring. I said, oh, he's alive. I checked his pulse, I counted the pulse, it was correct, everything nice. And even though I'm checking his pulse, putting my hand on his chest, he's sleeping. Wow. And then I said, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. And all of the devotees, hey, Maharaj is there. And he's, don't disturb. He's sleeping. And for a while he opened his eyes, which was like totally like, angry person, red eyes. Why are you disturbing me? I was, what to say now, super volcano. And he got 30 minutes, he got very good treatment. Very good treatment. He's saved. His life saved that day. Otherwise, next day we were expecting feast in the temple for his departure. Devotees, they saved him. They took him in another room because I was super angry. How can you sleep 30 hours? Imagine. Mujkund Maharaj was sleeping for years. Years. And Krishna, he knows everything. So intentionally he brought Kal Yavan, who was chasing Krishna, in this cave where King Mujkund was sleeping. And Krishna took his upper cloth. What is that? Uttariya. And saying this suggestion and instruction to all devotees. If we are not having the Uttariya, the chadar on our shoulder, we consider it as naked. That's so significant to put this chadar on the shoulder. Now from Rupa Goswami, now I'm coming to that educational line. The whole topic gets changed when, some other topics comes in between. The Uttariya is so important, like what he's having. What is the significance of this? This represents Baldev Prabhu. What is the proof? Somebody asked me in America. First canto Bhagavatam, Bhishma, grandsire Bhishma. When he was shooting arrows on Arjun, and Krishna and Arjun, they fell. The chariot broke and Krishna and Arjun fell on the ground. And Krishna, who took this promise, I will never hold any weapon. He became so angry, Krishna held the wheel, the chakra, and wanted to kill Bhishma. And Bhishma folded hands to say, wow, Prabhu, this is what I want. This is what I wanted. The entire world should see that is your actually Sarup, your form. When you're holding chakra in your hand, you are a Kshatriya. That's why I took this promise. And you broke your promise. You break your promise. This is the reason. Because you're carrying the reins of the horses in your hand and you're like a driver. And what the impression you're giving to the whole Kshatriya community? Is this is your profile? Not at all. And your profile is when you're holding chakra. Understand? That's why Bhishma took this vow. So Krishna was so angry, he wants to kill Bhishma and Gatri Utriya. The shoulder cloth, the Utriya, is known as Utriya, fell on the ground because Prithvi, Mother Earth, she was trembling, shaking. She's so scared. Prabhu is so angry and what he's trying to do is want to kill Bhishma. So earth starts shaking. And to pacify earth, the Utriya of Krishna fell on the ground. Means Baldev Prabhu saved, not saved, pacified Prithvi. Don't worry, don't worry. This is just some drama going on. This is some leela going on. He's not angry. Actually, he's not angry. It's just a drama. So Baldev Prabhu, because as Bhagwan Shesh, he's holding Prithvi, mother, a planet on the earth, on his hoods. So Sri Baldev Prabhu protected. So question comes, what is the proof that the Uttri of Krishna is Baldev Prabhu? The proof is, all clothes of Krishna, the shoes of Krishna, the umbrella of Krishna, everything is Baldev Prabhu. That's the proof. The clothes of Krishna is Baldev Prabhu. We're going to hear glories of Baldev Prabhu in day after tomorrow, right? Baldev Purnima. And then we will hear this. So that's why this Utriya is very important. If you're chanting mantras and if you don't have Utriya, it's not correct. Always one should have Utriya on the shoulder. Very important. So anyhow, Krishna took his Utriya and he threw it on Muchkunda who was sleeping. And Kal Yavan came running there. And Kal Yavan said, oh, you are sleeping here. You cheating me. You showed your back in battlefield. And he gave one kick on Muchkunda. Get up. And Muchkund Maharaj, he opened his eyes. And this was the boon. If you open your eyes, anyone who you glance on will turn to ashes. Muchkund Maharaj opened his eyes and Kalyavan finished. And Krishna smilingly, Krishna came in front of King Muchkunda. And Muchkund Maharaj folded hands, praying. Bhavap Vargo Brahmato Yada Bhave Janasya Tad Achut Sat Samagama Satsango Yahi Tade Sadgato Paraveshe Toi Jaite Ratihi. Muchkund Maharaj is saying one verse. Very elaborate point. I'm just coming to the essence. He's saying when the time for living entity comes to end, with this repeated cycle of birth and death, one come across sadhu sangha, and in sadhu sangha paraveshitoi jayate rati. One gets the experience, the realization of spiritual world. This is the point. So imagine King Muchkunda, he know the glories of sadhu sangha. He know, and he glorified Krishna right on his face. And you see how Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. Krishna saying, oh Muchkunda, very good. You describing sadhu sangha, the glories of sadhu sangha, but you never ever done sadhu sangha in your life. So go and do sadhu sangha, and then I'll see you next life. This is the karuna, the mercy of Krishna. Somebody is glorifying you and glorifying the association, sadhu sangha, but you're not even accepting that person. This shows Krishna is so calculated. And what to speak of us then? This also shows, just by saying that sadhu sangha is very important, it won't work unless we in sadhu sangha and adopt sadhu sangha. Understand? In sadhu sangha and adopt sadhu sangha. Both. Adoption is very important. So Krishna is merciful, no doubt. But for us, not much. Radharani, she is full of mercy, but we have no access to Radha. But when Radha Krishna come together, Sachinandan Gaur Hari, he spread his mercy. He told his Karuna Shakti, his potency, compassion potency, oh Karuna Shakti, go as far as you can. I'm not going to stop you in any direction. As far as you can. I'm not going to stop you. Wherever you want to flow, just make everyone mad. Mad in what? Mad in Krishna Prem. So Shravan Subhadrani Rathangni Pane Janmani Karmani Chayani Loke Gitani Namani Tadarthakani Gayan Vilaj Ucharena Sangaha Evam Vratam Sapriya Nam Kirtai Jat Murag Dhrit Chittuchai Hasati Rodati Roti Gayanti Anandman Nitanti Log Bajay. That's called mad, the level of mad person. Shravan Subhadrani Rathangi Pani. By hearing, constantly hearing and chanting the topics of Krishna, when he comes to the stage of bhav, what happens? Sometimes he is rolling on the ground, sometimes he is laughing and crying. This happens. And without any hesitation, what another person going to comment on me? No hesitation. Gayan Village Acharena Sangha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving this. So coming back to from where we start to explain this, it took me 45 minutes. Rupa Manjari is too busy serving Radha Krishna. So she has nothing to do with us. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, actually ocean of mercy, Mahavadanyaya, Krishna is Vadanyaya, generous, but Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanyaya. Similarly, the associates of Sri Mahaprabhu, they are also Mahavadanyaya. Very generous, very generous, very generous. So Sri Rupa Goswami, not different from Rupa Manjari, but Sri Rupa Goswami is giving us more compassionate on us so that we can understand by his mercy, by his writings, by his books, we can understand what is bhakti. So many people around the world, especially in India, they assume everything is bhakti. Offering water to Surya Dev, bhakti. Giving some grains to the ants in the street, feeding cows, feeding dogs, monkeys, etc., etc., etc. This is all bhakti. I am doing bhakti. It's not bhakti. It's not bhakti. Okay, whatever Krishna please is bhakti. If Krishna wants to give you something, accept this as Krishna's prasad. This is what everyone knows. But all these topics are delayed, cross on bhakti. These are not bhakti. Anukulena Krishnanushīlanam Bhaktiruttama. Serving Krishna in a favorable mood is actually called bhakti. And bhakti is full of ras. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, he described this. Bhakti ras. And that's why, by reading his books, that is his lectures, we can have proper understanding. Where is my bhakti? What is my bhakti? Are we doing bhakti or are we just going with the flow? Rupa Goswami is telling this. So, Vrindavan, Ras Keli Vartam, Kale Lupta Nija Shakti Yukta. The topics of Radha Krishna was lost because the influence of time was Sanchare Rupno Vyatmat Punarsa. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he met Rupa Goswami, where he met? Prayag. What is Prayag? Crossing?
And they meet together.
The confluence of three rivers. Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati. Prayag. And great significance of taking bath at Prayag. Imagine, great significance. Is mentioned in the Puranas. Is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So if we are going next time to India tour, we can visit all these places. So much to see there. Shri Rupa Goswami, he met Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag, and Mahaprabhu infused potency in Rupa Goswami. My question is, Rupa Goswami didn't have that potency? His Rupa Manjari. So what Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to him? What he gave?
He gave him the potency to write books, because if he didn't give him the potency when he was chanting Hare Krishna, he was always in
Yes. Imagine Shukdev Goswami.
internal process.
Shukdev Goswami in Bhagavatam, he is not directly uttering the name of Radharani. Of course, indirectly he is doing. Because if one time he utter Radhe, then what's going to happen? Unconscious. 6 months. Srila Gurudev used to say. Unconscious 6 months. Imagine how much dedication, love he had for Shri Radharani. But Rupa Goswami is describing each and every feature of Radharani. Even the Shingar of Radharani. The marks on the lotus feet of Radharani. So much description. How is doing this? That means Shukdev Goswami is superior than Rupa Goswami? No. Rupa Goswami, no one can be compared with Rupa Goswami. No one. No one can be compared with him. So this is the potency Mahaprabhu infused in Shri Rupa Goswami, that he is describing so much about Radharani. Gandhon Madit Madhava. Who is describing this? Rupa Goswami. How Krishna get intoxicated in getting the fragrance from the transcendental body of Shri Radharani. Just smelling that. He get intoxicated. Gandhod Madit Madhava. Sangeet Parasabhigya Ramyavak Narma Pandita. She is expert in all the arts. In cooking, making garland, and all other arts. Playing dice game with Krishna. All this. Who is describing this? Rupa Goswami. This is the potency. So that he can describe without falling unconscious. How many rounds Rupa Goswami chanting? 16 rounds? Every day? 9? 64? Not ever 64. 10 rounds? Imagine. We are asked to chant 16 rounds every day. Rupa Goswami is not even chanting one round. Because if he chant Hare Krishna, ho gaya. In one Hare Krishna, Samadhi. You know Samadhi? What is Samadhi means? Totally immersed in, totally in trance, not in France. If someone say, oh, you know, I was in France and I got tranced there. I was chanting Hare Krishna and I fall asleep. And Rupa Goswami also doing same. He chant Hare Krishna and fall asleep. That's not sleeping, that's called Samadhi. And we are in the other Samadhi. Huh? One Hare Krishna and he's lost. He's there in the pastime, serving Radha Rani. So this shows Rupa Manjari is present in Rupa Goswami because while meditating on this pastime, he, in his Manjari Swarup, is serving Radha Rani there. And also here, he is writing these books. Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana Natavi Kala Vasani Krito Nidrahara Vihar Kadi Vijato Chadyanta Dina Chayo. Then Vande Rupa Sanatano Bhat Jugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Now I'm getting old, I'm forgetting things. This is a symptom, old age. So in Rupa Goswami, that Rupa Manjari portion, the Rupa Manjari serving Radha Krishna. And Rupa Goswami is writing for us. Lalit Madhav, Vidagdha Madhav, Bhakti Sami Sindhu, Ujjwal Nilmani, Laghu Bhagavatamritam, all these wonderful books which is Ras Keli Vartam, the topics of Radha Krishna. Sanchara Rupna Vyatna Punarsa. Shri Rupa Goswami got infused with its potency by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just like Krishna, he gave his potency and information to Brahma to create. Similarly, Shri Rupa Goswami got infused with potency to create what? The ocean of bhakti. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa, I am making you taste one drop of that ocean of bhakti. One drop. Imagine if you are at the beach and you seeing ocean, and if you just taste one drop of that from one wave of the great ocean, one drop, and the taste comes out, it's very salty. That's the conclusion. One drop. So just imagine Mahaprabhu saying, Rupa, I'm making you taste one drop of that bhakti ras. And with that one drop of bhakti ras, Rupa Goswami Pad is describing Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, the ocean of bhakti ras. With one drop, he tastes and is giving that ocean of bhakti ras. And imagine what Mahaprabhu had ocean of. Imagine. Oh my goodness, it's inconceivable. Just one drop he got, and with one drop he made an ocean of bhakti ras. And how much more is there? How much more is beyond? Just like, how many oceans are there? 7 oceans are there. The ocean of milk, the ocean of yogurt, the ocean of sugarcane, honey, etc. and salt water. And what we see ocean around the world is only salt water. Where are other oceans? Planet Earth is divided into 7 portions made by Priyavrat Maharaj, Bhagavatam. And what we see today, Earth, is just one dweep, one island. It's called Jambu Dweep. And where are other? Where is the complete Earth? Don't know. Inconceivable. It's inconceivable, but that doesn't mean it's not existing. Exist. Do Krishna exist? Yes or no? I can't see him. And because I can't see him, how can I believe he exists? Here? But he's not speaking. He's not even blinking. He's not even saying, hey Pujari, do nicely. So how we can believe this? So this question was asked. Somebody asked this question. I don't see Krishna. I don't see God. How I believe? Can you see fan, microphone? Yes or no? Lights? Yes or no? Cable? Can you see the electricity? We can see cable, but we can't see electricity. That doesn't mean electricity is not existing. That's the answer to school and university boys and girls when they ask this question. Yes? They're going to ask you, I don't believe Krishna, I don't see him. Then you answer them, can you see electricity in the room? No, I can't see, but it's existing. Can you see the Wi-Fi radiations? We can't see, but they exist. We immediately get connected to the world with the Wi-Fi connection. So, that's the point. Vrindavan ras ke li vartam kale lupta nij shakti ukta संचार रूपन व्यात्न पुनर्सा प्रभु एव प्रयाग एव लोक सृष्टि. This infusion of energy, potency. But who can, the important question comes now, who can hold that infusion? Understand infusion? Nahin.
Dutch word. Infuse.
Confused? What infuse? What's a Dutch word for that? Infusate. Oh, infusate.
Exactly the same.
Same. Like I am putting my energy in you. This is called infusion. Putting the energy in you so you can accomplish something. Who can hold that infusion? This is again a big question mark. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu infused Shri Rupa Goswami. Even if I say, Mahaprabhu, I also want your potency. So you please infuse your potency in me. And if Mahaprabhu infuse potency, is there any adhar, any foundation to hold that infusion? This is very important. So many people, when they hear this pastime of Rupa Goswami, they start, oh, he's so great. Why I'm not like Rupa Goswami? He's so great. I also want to become like Rupa Goswami, then become very dear associate of Mahaprabhu. But can you hold that infusion, that energy? Can't hold that. So to make that hold, we need adhar, a very strong foundation. The whole building stands on the foundation. which is the most important factor in construction. I'm learning nowadays.
It takes the longest.
Huh?
It takes the longest.
Takes a
Longest time to build it.
long time and more money. First of all, digging ground. First of all, digging ground. Then making pillars very strong, not the weak ones. Otherwise, building will collapse. At the spot. So it takes long time and so much money. So many people to make that strong foundation to hold the big palace, the mansion, all the temples, the very strong foundation. And imagine the Jagannath Puri temple, which is from Satyuga. How tall the temple we see when we go there, and imagine how strong is foundation in the earth to hold such a huge temple. Foundation is not seen, that doesn't mean foundation is not existing. Understand? Foundation is not seen, but foundation is existing. And very strong foundation is there to hold such a big mansion. Similarly, for bhakti ras, the foundation has to be very, 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 and million, billion, trillion time of very strong. The mercy of Shri Mahaprabhu can only be held by the associate of Mahaprabhu because of their tadatme, oneness with Mahaprabhu. Priya Sarupe, Daita Sarupe, Prem Sarupe, Sahabja Rupe. Because Rup Goswami is tadatme, oneness with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why he is able to hold that potency. Otherwise not possible. Otherwise not possible. If Mahaprabhu infuse potency, I'll get crazy. If you see sun, eyes, constantly look at sun for 1 minute. Just try right now. Midday. 1 minute. What will happen? Blind. And if you have a black glasses on, can you see this? For 10 minutes, 15 minutes you can see. Strong black glasses, you can see sun. And what are you going to see in that sun? The globe. So there is a covering on the eyes to see the sun. Filtration is there. Similarly, to see and receive that potency, we need a support of someone. And who's that support? Our Gurudev. He can make us see that sun and to hold that potency. And he knows in what proportion he has to give. So, this is the glories of Sri Rupa Goswami. That's the only introduction. I've only just said the introduction. I didn't even said what I wanted to say. I've not even touched, actually, honestly speaking. I wanted to speak from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu something. What Rupa Goswami Pad, how he wrote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, what are the details? I wanted to speak that, but to make this foundation clear, the whole 1 hour session is gone. Oh, Vijay Prabhu saying, Maharaj, let me speak in the evening, I want to describe this. So, okay. No? Oh, you spoke. Acha. He spoke in Dutch, I didn't understand what he said. He said you speak in English in evening class. Acha. So, we stop here and in the evening we're going to hear more glories of Rupa Goswami. Is that okay?
Yes.
Or you want to hear something else? How many of you want to hear Rupa Goswami? But you're not understanding what I'm saying. When I see blank faces, I don't get encouraged. You know, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hearing this Vedanta from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, 7 days, and there is no impression on his face. He just,
That's a terrible thing to do.
after 7 days, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, Baba, you understand something I said? Did you got my point? Mahaprabhu said, yes. But you're not even saying yes, you're not even saying no. No impression on the face. So it's totally blank. But Mahaprabhu wanted to correct him. But our case is different. When we hear and we don't, because speaker when he speaks, he understands. When he sees the face of the audience, he knows very well who's understanding, who's not. It's like scanning. What you having, what you going on your head. It's all scanning going on simultaneously. And that makes the speaker inspired to go to the other level. Level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So don't think this is a fault of, I'm not speaking on myself, but any speaker. The speaker can go to the top level, to the roof of that apartment, like 22nd floor. But he observed in his speech, because delivering Hari Katha is not just a fun and a game. It's a very serious affair. So much absorption is there, and so much is going on in the head, like churning of different books, what we read, what we heard from him, from Gurudev, from Prabhupada, all. And how to connect, you know that, what is that device? People they play?
Rubik's Cube.
Huh? Rubik's Cube. Yes. To make it perfect. So Hari Katha is like this. It's all, is all in a different colors. So the speaker just try tick, 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 tack, tick, tick, tack. Then it becomes, yeah, perfect. So different levels are there. And the level grows when a speaker see the audience is getting this. But when the speaker see audience is not getting level 2, it's got level 1. He maintained that. I'm just telling you, this happens. And if there is not even level 1, then it go basement. -1, parking. -2. Then it comes with some funny story. And everyone likes funny story. Or some ghost story. Imagine describing the glorious Rupa Goswami, and we go to level 2, -2. Oh, there is one ghost. And he haunted someone, and everyone, yes. This is a good Hari Katha. Even those who are falling asleep, they, yes.
Action.
There is action. No, I'm not saying to all of you, but I'm just expressing this is how, because, we speak everywhere and we know. We observe, we scan, and we get to know what is the level in the audience. Srila Gurudev, any of you have seen, many of you might observe, when he come and sit on his asana, he wants 15 minutes kirtan prior he speak his Hari Katha. 15 minutes minimum. And he goes around, his eyes goes around everywhere. Who's sitting where? Who's in the back, who's in the front? And he scan. What is the audience? How can they digest? How much they can digest? And what is the level? And so in the audience also, everyone has desire. I should not say about Gurudev, but any speaker, if he has a desire to go, top level, So he make that person come and sit in front and look at that person and then speak Harikatha. And because on the pretext of that personality, everyone else get benefited because they're going top level. Understand? That it goes top level. Otherwise, it all depends on levels actually. So imagine you're describing Rupa Goswami and we describe some other topic, it just make khichdi. Just make khichdi. So anyhow, we are developing our foundation gradually. Imagine all of you hearing Harikatha 5 years, 4 years, 6 years. Is there any improvement in hearing from the day when you started hearing and today? Any difference or not? Of course there is difference. And this is the benefit. Even if we don't understand, keep on hearing. Maharaj, any last limit? How long? Yes, keep on hearing until you get unconscious. Until you get unconscious. Nigam kalpatarum galitam phalam shukh mukhad amrit dravya samyutam pibad bhagvat rasamalayam. Muhoroh rasika bhuvi bhavaka. In the stage of bhav, unless you get faint, keep on drinking this. But I am not getting, I am not understanding. Oh, someone started reading Bhagavatam. Very excited. First canto, my goodness, all Mahabharata is there. Parikshit Maharaj, this and that. Kunti Devi, Bhishma Pitama, very interesting. I will read Bhagavatam in 4 months. Complete Bhagavatam. When he comes to second canto, creation, sub-creation, Mahatattvas. Maharaj, I think I will, it will take me a while to finish this because it's getting slow. Second canto and fifth canto, very difficult, very tough. And similarly, if you start any book, we started online, Brihad Bhagavatamritam. It took us like 1 or 2 months, right? And we are still on 4th verse. We're not even yet, not started yet. So many details are there. And in the beginning, every book reading, some difficult topic comes. But don't get panic. Just keep on reading that. If you're not understanding, no worries. Just go ahead. When you give a complete read to the book, and if you go back to read again that topic which was so difficult, then it becomes easy. Because that adhar, that foundation has become strong now. And you get more familiar with what's going on. More familiar. So if we are serious candidate, we keep on doing. If there is no taste in chanting, keep on chant. No taste. Still, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Oh, I have no taste in eating lunch today, Mahaprasad. Still you eat. Everyone say, of course I'm going to eat. Because we're smelling spices, right? Anyhow, 1:30. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Again we're going to hear in the evening, 5 p.m., not 7 p.m. 5 p.m. Kirtan, followed by Harikatha, and we'll try to end up 7 or 7:30 maximum. Depends on the flow. Depends on the level. Hare Krishna. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad ki